In a traditional Asian household, you will probably find a dad, a mom, siblings, grandma and grandpa, and maybe the occasional auntie with her kids. This household actually shows a true portrayal of cultural values in Southeast Asia. And just like how a household fits many of its members, the culture of caring and dependency towards one another is a value that has been embedded and honored from a very young age. With the need of constantly being considerate to others, how might we design a digital product that utilizes the relational aspect of communities and bringing human touch in places where digitalization has lacked? We are here to dive into local insights that are vital to improving current and future products in the diverse region and to help champion the principles of accessible and inclusive design. Collectivism is a prominent culture in Southeast Asia because individuals are expected to conform to the ideals of society to which they belong. When doing activities, individuals look out for support system, be it a relative, a friend, or a neighbor who can help them rather than going through it on their own. And as a result, relationships play an important role over any of the tasks being assigned or being conducted. In Indonesia specifically, there is a term used when groups gather to support one another, which is known as gotong royong. Having a term specially to describe doing things together shows the prominence of a collective bond in the Indonesian community. When designing for inclusivity in Southeast Asia, this value needs to be considered because people are more motivated when they learn and adopt new things as a community. In most instances, one of the best ways to promote new products or services in rural areas is through human presence. For example, a high majority of people still favor visiting a physical store to purchase new mobile phones. And in the store, they will request the storekeeper or the employee to pre-install and set up apps in new mobile phones as part of their purchase. Another prominent example is the physical presence of digital banks as they set up booths in malls or points of interest to provide a face-to-face assistance when registering for bank accounts. This is done even though customers can register online on their own. Besides onboarding to digital platforms, cash on delivery is birthed out of the concept of the need of human interaction. Customers, even though some of the younger generations are adapting to e-commerce, still have a gap in trust and confidence and prefer to do transactions in person rather than through an app or mobile banking. When looking into the core of it, technological infrastructure and knowledge are not spread equally amongst the Southeast Asian cities. This creates gaps in trust and security to what technology could do. And when deploying product design solutions, it is important to consider a mix and match between these analog and digital processes to make sure that we can bridge the gap between those who are tech savvy and those who need the extra support. Let's reflect back on current processes and products to see how they can be improved to reflect a more accessible and inclusive society. Visit the full Project Lima website for more insights, examples, and interactive digital experiences. And if you enjoyed this video, go check out our other video in the series where we dive into other topics to understand the challenges for a more accessible and inclusive design in the Southeast Asia region.